Hello friends and family from all over the world. My name is Gabby, and if this is your first time here, it makes me so happy if you subscribe, and if you already are a subscriber, then well, God bless ya. Today I'm going to be talking to y'all about how I stay pretty thin. A quick disclaimer, I'm not making this video to kind of show off or shame anybody. I don't want to trigger anybody with this video. I'm just making this video to educate people and help people who may be really struggling with their fitness journey, or they may have a bad relationship with food or something like that. These are just practical ways that I stay pretty thin, and I don't want to say like skinny because I don't really consider myself like a skinny mini, but I am trying to keep fat off like the devil. And these are just ways that I do it. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. So I first want to talk to you guys about my lifestyle. I am a pretty lazy person when it comes to working out. I always make excuses. I mean, I love working out when I'm doing it, but like, I'm such a naturally lazy person. But I'm not lazy to the point where I just lay in bed all day. I'm lazy to the point where I'd rather do anything but work out sometimes. But I am a nature person. I love to get outside. I love to run. I love to walk, things like that. Being active for me and considering myself an athlete, it takes a lot of discipline for me. And just know that I'm a human. If you're considering becoming more active, what I did was just literally start. And once you just start, you're going to want to keep doing it because you're going to feel so great. And once you start seeing results, you're just going to want to keep at it. And that's it. So, yeah. So on a good week, I work out 5 times a week. So I do 2 days of HIIT where I'll go to the park and I'll do like high intensity exercises and jogging in between. And I do that for about 30 minutes each session. And I try to incorporate at least 5 exercises targeting every part of the body: my legs, my butt, my core, my arms, and my back. And then the running in between just kind of helps keep your heart rate up and helps with your endurance as well. So HIIT workouts are probably my favorite, especially when I have a buddy to do them with. My mom right now is trying to get in better shape, so she's kind of why I started doing the HIIT workouts at the park, because she's trying to like really lose fat and tone up and strengthen her body. So typically we'll do 2 days of HIIT at the park and then 2 days of lifting weights. Sometimes if it's like rainy or really hot outside, I'll go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, which I don't complain because I love working out. I love strengthening my muscles and feeling strong, because when you don't work out, you either just feel kind of like skinny or limpy or fat, or just like your confidence lack. Having some kind of like strength is really, I just think, all around important to have, even if you don't want to be like super fit or strong or skinny or anything like that. I just think having some sort of strength to support your body is really good, especially for like your joints and your immune system. It's really good. So I do 2 days of HIIT, 2 days of gym, and then I try to do at least 1 day where I go for a 3-mile run. I'm trying to really increase my endurance. I don't know why, but I really love having like the physical abilities of somebody who's in the military. The people in the military are strong for a reason, and it's so that they can fight and be able to defend themselves when they need to. So one of my biggest goals right now for fitness is being able to do pull-ups. I can barely do push-ups even still. I've been doing push-ups for almost an entire year, and I can barely do a full push-up. It's actually really, really sad. I don't know why they're the hardest exercise for me to do, but they're hard. But my advice is just keep at it. Make sure you're getting your protein, keeping your nutrition, and consistency is the key. Okay? As I mentioned, I just really love being outside. So going for a run or a walk is a really, really great way to just be in nature, connect with yourself, pray, do whatever you do. It's just really healthy to be outside sometimes. And North Carolina is a really pretty state, except for when it gets really, really hot or really, really humid. Most of the time, I can't complain. So if you watched my last video on why I'm vegan, you would see that I am a vegan. It's funny because when I was making the notes for this, I made these notes one day like on break at work, and that was before I started doing research about like the vegan. That was before I started doing research about the animal industry. So in these notes it says, I don't eat meat, but occasionally I'll have fish or eggs, but it's not very common. So yes, prior to becoming vegan again, I was eating eggs and fish and even sometimes chicken and even sometimes a little bit of dairy, like when we would have like pizza or pasta or something like that. But eggs was definitely a protein that I just love to have. They're quick, they're easy, they're low carb, and they taste so good with vegetables in them. You can literally make eggs any way you want, scramble them, put some everything seasoning in them, dice up some red peppers and onions. Oh my gosh, I love eggs, but the egg industry is really, really terrible, and unfortunately, I made the decision not to eat eggs anymore. But eggs are a really great protein source, and they taste really good, and they're easy to make, and they're not that expensive. So if you're okay with consuming eggs, I think they're a really great source of protein. They are really high in cholesterol, so just be mindful of that. But if you only consume like 2 eggs a day, I think you're good. I'm not really recommending eggs as like a pro-vegan. I don't like the industry, but I will say that eggs are a good source of protein. I don't think they're the healthiest things for you, but they are quick and they are easy. So I found myself a lot of times like, I don't know what to eat. Like, I just worked out and now I have no idea what to eat. And being vegan, you just have to get kind of like creative, you know? And what I do now, like when I need protein, right after I work out or something, I just have a protein shake because it's like really quick and easy. And then I'll have like a protein bar as like a snack also. So to kind of put a label on what I do eat, I am plant-based and gluten-free. And soy-free also. I don't really consume soy. I read that it's like not good for you in some sense. So yeah. So again, I don't consume soy, but I do know that soy is a really great source of protein, and it's just a really great like meat supplement. Like tofu is really, really good. I just personally don't think it's the best thing for you, so I just don't do it. And the video that I uploaded before this about why I'm gluten-free, watch that video if you want to. But to summarize that video, I was having some gut issues, and eliminating gluten from my diet really, really helped with that. So yeah, I'm plant-based, soy-free, and gluten-free. So I'm probably the most strict, but not so strict vegan ever. Once in a while, I will have a little bit of gluten, like if I want to put some cereal in my granola or have a piece of toast or something, that's okay. And also, if there's like a soy protein blend in my protein bar, sometimes I have that as well. I'm not really big about it, but you know, I'm on a budget, so sometimes I compromise just to save a little bit of money. Either way, as long as I feel healthy and I feel good, that's the most important thing to me. So as far as snacking goes, I really try not to snack throughout the day. I really try to stick to meals. And during my meal times is when I'll have my snacks as well. So let's say for breakfast, I have a bagel with avocado on it. And then I'll also have like a protein bar and some nuts or something. And then for lunch, I'll have my protein shake, whatever I decide to have for lunch that day. Let's just say I have like a salad, and then let's say I just feel like having some chips or something. I'll have chips as well. So I really try to have my snacks when I have my meals. The reason why I do that, it's kind of like the mindset of intermittent fasting. And I can link a video down below about intermittent fasting. But basically, what you're doing is you're limiting the time of day that you're eating. So I'm not a very strict intermittent faster. I don't really like say, oh, I'm going to start eating at this time and then I'll finish eating at this time. I just like kind of go by my body's needs and what my body's telling me. I try to stick to intuitive eating. So now I'm just going to kind of explain to you guys what I do in a typical day of eating. When I wake up in the morning, I'm so thirsty. It doesn't matter if I have a large glass of water when I go to bed. I'm so thirsty when I wake up in the morning. I guess it's just because my body's like healing my muscles or whatever from the day before. So I'm always so thirsty when I wake up in the morning. So the first thing I do is have I'm going to say about 20 ounces of water, or I have like 2 8-ounce glasses of water. I just drink that right away. And drinking water is really good in the morning. It just kind of wakes up your body and sets the tone for the next thing you're going to put in your body, which for me is coffee. I always feel like when I first wake up in the morning, I'm like a zombie. Literally, I'm a different person. And then after about an hour or 2 of waking up, I'm finally okay to like interact and talk to people. But when I first wake up and people are like, hey, how are you? Good morning. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I just need I need time to like wake up. Typically I am like a ray of sunshine. I try to be very positive and happy all the time. But even Gabby needs to wake up and can't just like get up in the morning and turn on the camera. Like I woke up this morning at 7:30 and I was finally ready to film at 11. So that kind of gives you like a gauge of like how long it takes me to like fully wake up. On like a day when I have to work, or when I'm on like a mission trip or something like that, or in a setting where like you have to be around people all the time, I try to give myself like an hour just to wake up. Even if I'm just like laying in bed with my eyes closed, during that time I'm waking up. And then what really helps me is just like going for a walk or just drinking water and reading my Bible. Like those things really, really help me just wake up. But yeah, it takes me a good hour to fully wake up before I'm ready to be awake. I feel like everything I just blabbed about for the past 5 minutes had nothing to pertain to this video, but we're just gonna move on to the next thing, okay? So typically while I'm sitting there drinking my morning coffee, I use this time to like self-reflect and pray. I'm a very spiritual person and I love God. So I really love to pray right before I go to bed and when I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. If I just get up and sit in my bed and pray, chances are I'm not going to be as connected with God as I would be if I'm just a little more awake and drinking my coffee or something like that. I'm also an artist. I like to write. So whether I'm writing my prayer journal or concentrating on a spoken word, a poem, or a song that I'm working on or something like that, writing in the morning, it's just a way to like wake up your mind and get it going. Because my brain waves aren't like fully flowing, it's really hard for me to like come up with like ideas, I guess, in the morning, but just writing really helps wake up your brain. I hope I explained that like okay enough to where it makes sense. Then after about an hour of doing that, I have something to eat. So typically I wait about 2 hours after waking up before I will eat something. Okay, now in my coffee I put I would say about 3 tablespoons of French vanilla cream, a dash of caramel flavoring, and then about 3 tablespoons of almond milk, and that's my coffee. So first thing I have in the morning is water. Then I have about, let's just say 20 grams of sugar. Let's be honest, my coffee recipe is not very healthy, but it is delicious. And then I finally have something to eat. So in the morning, my typical breakfast, my favorite breakfast, I should say, a gluten-free bagel with avocado and everything seasoning, half of a banana, and like something to snack on, like granola or a protein bar or something like that. I also really, really love grits. I make grits and then I put a little bit of sugar and salt on it. It's so good. On a day when like I'm not really, really hungry, I'll just have honestly a banana and a protein shake or some nuts, something really, really small and healthy like that. On a day when I feel like actually cooking or having something warm, I'll have either oatmeal or pancakes with fruit. After I have my breakfast or while I'm eating breakfast, I do some house cleaning or more planning for videos or content or something like that. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to like stay busy and do something with my brain, whether it's praying to God, writing something, planning a video, filming, editing, writing. But like I said, I'm kind of like lazy too. So I don't get up and like go for a run in the morning. Going for a run in the morning is something that I definitely want to try to practice. When I was in my survival training class, it was a requirement to be at PT's at 6 in the morning. So my school for me, it was actually quite a blessing because it was a 40-minute drive for me. So I'd wake up, get a glass of water, get a banana, and I'd eat my banana on the way to PT's. And then by the time I get there, I'm just awake enough where I'm so annoyed, I just want to crawl back into bed and go back to sleep. But I'm awake enough where I can do an effective workout. So yeah, it takes me like quite a long time to actually feel like completely ready to work out. And I am going to try to like discipline myself to either run in the morning or work out in the morning. Like, for example, today, I wasn't ready to film until about 11:30, and I totally could have done a 30-minute workout this morning or go for a run or a walk or something, but I didn't. But I went to the gym yesterday and I had a really great workout and my pectorals are so sore right now, so I'm not that lazy, guys, but I am. But I could be more active if I discipline myself, So typically after about an hour of eating, I go to the gym or I work out. I typically like to work out in the afternoon. It's when I'm most awake and it's still early enough to where you can work out and then feel like you've earned your next meal. I just love the feeling after you work out and you're like, man, I'm actually hungry. And it's not because I just feel hungry or I'm bored or something. It's because I actually worked for it. So, yeah. Typically, I would like to try to work out in the earlier hours of the day, but I've also discovered that I have a much more effective workout after I've eaten something, like really substantial. Yeah, it just really helps me to wake up, have water, have coffee, have something to eat, wait a while, then work out. And then my workout's done. I feel ready to eat my lunch. So right after the gym, I will have a protein shake. Typically in a protein shake, I'll have my vegan vanilla protein. I'll put a couple tablespoons of peanut butter in there, half of a banana, almond milk. I started adding flaxseed to my shakes because flaxseed is a really great source of protein and fiber. And I also add cinnamon because cinnamon is just so good. And then I normally add a cup of ice because I like my protein shakes to be really, really cold. And yay, my battery's dying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this video right now. Then I'll have something to eat. My favorite meal right now is rice with vegetables. For lunch today, for example, I have some jasmine rice with sweet potatoes, and then I cooked up some mushrooms, onions, and green pepper, and I added some teriyaki sauce and vegetable stock for flavor. I actually made a Instagram story on my main Instagram page about like the recipe, but it's pretty much everything I just told you that it is. Yeah, I meal prepped that a couple days ago, and today's the last day of it, so I'm really excited to eat that. To make a correction, normally for my lunch, I'll only have like that protein shake and then maybe like some granola or some nuts or something to snack on, and then I'll have the rice and vegetables for dinner time later on that day. And I probably don't eat like enough, but I'm really trying to get better at really increasing and counting calories and all of that because I really want to build lean, sexy muscle. So yeah. If you have any comments or any other video suggestions that you would like me to film, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And until next time, stay blessed. Have a great day wherever you are. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.